We needed some kind of platform to be able to sustain our growth, really because every time we started to grow, we saw that the wheels would come off as far as staffing and workflows and systems. And it was always hard to get consistent work done all the time. And so we went down the road together of building an online portal, digital front door for patients to be able to enroll, communicate with our providers, with our support teams, billing teams. Um, and then eventually we connected our portal with our CRM and everything else that we're doing.
I'm here today with Dr. Adele from WellPsyche. And Dr. Adele, what does WellPsyche do? Can you tell us about WellPsyche?
Sure. We provide telehealth services uh, specifically for mental health services for children, adolescents, adults throughout California and Arizona right now.
How long has WellPsyche been around?
About 12 years.
Yeah, it's a long time. And you got quite a few providers, right?
Yeah. Plus or minus 75 at this point.
Outstanding. What problems did you have before hiring Founders Workshop, and what were you looking to accomplish?
Well, it actually started with telehealth services, and you guys helped me with setting up Zoom.
I
We were
remember
really
that.
early adopters, and that's kind of how we met. And then I realized that, just Zoom alone wasn't going to cut it. We needed some kind of platform to be able to sustain our growth, really because every time we started to grow, we saw that the wheels would come off as far as staffing and workflows and systems. And it was always hard to get consistent work done all the time. And so we went down the road together of building an online portal, digital front door for patients to be able to enroll, communicate with our providers, with our support teams, billing teams. Um, and then eventually we connected our portal with our CRM and everything else that we're doing.
So yeah, typical scaling problems that any successful company has as they grow.
Yep.
Yeah. So we have been working on the portal for quite a while. Been just really happy that you kept this in the as part of the WellPsych family for so long. What's it been, 5 years?
I think it's longer than that. It's probably 8 years.
Yeah, that's right. Remember that when we started with Zoom, nobody heard of Zoom before. I
Yep.
should have invested then.
And I was using whatever it was before Zoom, and I went to a convention, and the guy who left the first company went and started his own because he said the foundation of what they were doing was incorrect, and they weren't willing to spend the money to build it out the right way. So he did it himself. And that
Oh,
explanation for me was a lot because it told me he knows what he's doing and he's willing to give up and sacrifice a lot in order to kind of do this on his own.
yeah, I love Zoom. They so let's face it, they do the best job.
Yeah.
So it's been 6, 7, 8 years, I think, with WellPsych and Founders Workshop. Why have you stuck with Founders Workshop for so long?
Lots of reasons, consistency, as far as quality of service. I can always kind of reach out to you and pick your brain and get that higher level thought process as far as how the general structure of what we're doing should look like and the evolution of it. Um, it's hard to find developers that stick around for the long run. And that's something I've learned, over and over when we were setting up our CRM, which is a big part of what we do. Um, we had people kind of come and go, and you can't move forward like that. And so that's a really big challenge.
Yeah, yeah, no, it definitely is. If a company's on the fence about using Founders Workshop, if they consider using Founders Workshop or somebody else, what advice would you give them?
I would definitely do it. I think you guys are fair. You work with the company. You have access to various resources, and you're just easy to work with. I've been in business now for many years, and uh, not everybody is always easy to work with. And you guys have always been there.
Thanks. Appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. Is there anything else you want to say about WellPsych in general?
We're a growing company, and we're going to continue to need to work with you guys, and happy to do it. And so I'm glad to continue the journey with you.
Anything you want to say about WellPsych for anybody who's watching who might want to reach out to WellPsych?
We're probably one of the best mental health organizations out there. We work as a medical group, which is very different from all the, tech companies that have built mental health services online. Quality of care is just better. The systems, the workflow, the tech. Um, we just do it the right way. So if anybody needs mental health services, we're always here.
Cool. Excellent. Anything else you want to say about Founders Workshop in general for those who are watching the video?
I think it's a great choice. I've talked to a lot of different development teams. I've worked with other development teams. I'm sure most other people have a varying degree of experience, and I think you realize the difference pretty quickly.
I appreciate that. Well, I appreciate you taking the time today, Dr. Adele.
Great to see you.
I